supposed to stay with someone that you really almost hate. People change. Some of these women, you marry them and they're beautiful, and then after their first or second child, they look like someone that's totally different, and I mean, there's a second side to this too. They look horrible, and they're not that nice anymore of people. They're not that sweet little girl that you married 5 years ago. And it might be partly our diet or something like that, but it's like you're not married to the same person that you married, and that goes for the guys too. You're not married to the same person that you married 5 years ago. They're changed. They're a completely different person now. So it's really, I think if people ate better and they practice better spirituality, we have a terrible spirituality in this country. It always was bad for 1,700 years. If we had a better spiritual truths, we knew the true things, and we ate a good diet, I think we would have a better life all the way around. We wouldn't be sick all the time too, and we would look better. So the answer to the whole divorce marriage question is it's commitment, yeah, but it's also our whole society is messed up. The food we eat, the things we learn in church, and in order to have a good marriage, we're going to have to change our religion, and we're going to have to eat better, live healthier lives. We're going to have to learn spiritual things that are going to help us instead of just enslave us. Our religion is causing a lot of our problems. All the fear that we live in because of our religion, all that's real unhealthy. And that's what's messing up our society, and it's been messed up. I mean, before, people stayed together because it was the law. And there was maybe a little more commitment, but they were forced by society to stay together. So is that really a good marriage? Or is that just there's no other choice? That's the question. And I think there were good marriages, but back before Vatican II, let's say, yeah, everybody stayed together, but why did they stay together? Was it because they had to? Now they got the choice. So it'll fall apart if things are bad. If your society's not right, your marriages won't last. We need to fix our spirituality, our religion, and we need to fix the way we eat. Because how you eat is going to affect your life. We need to change the foods we're eating. And then we do need to have commitment. There are some people that they have the attitude, oh, I'll get a divorce if it don't work out. And it's like in the back of their mind all the time. And that's not good. But it may be a little less about commitment and more about how we're living. If we're living a terrible life, unhealthy habits and unhealthy foods and unhealthy spiritual ideas, yeah, nothing's going to keep together. Nothing's going to be right. If you're living a lie in your religion, yeah, it's the whole foundation of your life is crumbling. And the thing that was holding it together was the law, and now that law is gone and it's fallen apart. And it would have fallen apart 500 years ago if the law would have been taken away. Maybe we never had a healthy since 300 AD or whenever all these changes took effect. It might have been unhealthy. It was just held together by force. And then the force is gone, the law. The church isn't powerful anymore like it used to be, so now everything falls apart. We need to put it back together the way it should have been. So it's been messed up for a long time. It's not that suddenly it's messed up in the last 50 years. It's been messed up for a really long time. 1,700 years maybe even. Since the Middle Ages, perhaps. When these elites came in and took over and they changed our religion, that's when our family fell apart. They held it together artificially through force. And then now that the force is gone, all the marriages are falling apart. Nothing's holding together at all. Nobody's ever learned how to do it right. They don't even know how. They don't know how to get along with each other. The men owned the women for 1,500 years. They just owned them. So they didn't have to learn how to get along. Women were property. So the law goes away and they don't know how to get along. Neither one. The bondage relationship. That's what it was under Christianity for a long time. It was a very unhealthy thing. And then on top of it, we got into all these bad food habits, which are made worse by big business. So you end up with everybody sick, and then you 5 years after you get married, they look like some kind of an animal instead of a beautiful woman that you married. And then men lose their looks too. I mean, men doesn't seem to be quite as important for men to look good, but the women are beautiful when they're 20. They have 1 or 2 or 3 babies, and it's like, oh my God, that's the same person? They don't look anything like what they did when they got married. They don't resemble them at all. But this is where the meat, where Randy, his meat comes from Missouri. And there's a lot of cattle in here. I mean, New Mexico probably can't. There's probably not much of anything in New Mexico. It's just desert. So we lost a little time. We got to see the... I don't know if I'll go through there again or not. My car wanted to see the Mozart kite. If I come back through, I might pick up a few rocks of Mozart kite. But it's not a big draw. Just to pick it up. Put a few in the wall maybe if I get enough. If I do a wall, if I do another wall. I might just get a few for a specimen. I don't know if I'll have enough room in here to... I kind of hope I have a lot of crystals from Mt Ida. The Mozart kite is just a side dish. It's not a... You don't want to fill up on that. I want to fill up on quartz crystals. And whatever you find down in Mt Ida, I think it's 90%. I think it's 99% quartz crystals. There might be some other minerals. I don't really think I'll find anything else but quartz crystals, though. They have another green mineral, which I already have a couple nice specimens of. I can't remember the name of it, but I don't think I'm going to find any